Welcome to the Woman Workshop. Today, we're going to be looking at tampons and why they get a lot of hate in Nigeria. Ask a lot of Nigerian women and you will notice tampons don't get a lot of love. Here are the common misconceptions. 1. They can easily disvirgin you, or using tampons means you are not a virgin. Number 2. They easily get stuck or lost inside your body. Number 3. They always cause toxic shock or they carry a lot of diseases. Number 4. You have to change tampons all the time. Number 5. You cannot wear tampons overnight or during heavy flow. Today, let us look at these misconceptions, starting from number 1. Number 1, tampons can disvirgin you, or using tampons means you are not a virgin. This is false. To disvirgin you, you will need to be penetrated up to your cervix and by an object longer and or bigger than a tampon. Now, someone might ask, what about breaking the hymen? The hymen is a membrane that can be broken by the tampon, but then, have you ever ridden a bicycle? Well, chances are that you've also broken your hymen on a bicycle. So no, a tampon will not disvirgin you, and neither does using it mean you are no longer a virgin. Let us put it this way. Maybe you have not checked yourself properly, but there are actually 3 holes down there. The first one is the urethra, the small hole where the pee comes out from, and will be very painful to insert a tampon into. Secondly, the anus, where the poo comes out from, which relax before you can insert a tampon into, but that will be super uncomfortable and difficult. And then you have the vagina, where when inserted here, the tampon should slide in easily and stay. Number 2, they easily get stuck or lost inside your body. Let us explore that. Your vagina is only 3 to 4 inches deep. The opening of your cervix is only large enough to let blood out and semen in. So that tampon isn't going anywhere. What you do then, even if you can no longer feel the tampon string, that is, for instance, here, this is what we call the tampon string. What you do if you can no longer feel the tampon string is wash your hand, squat down, or lie down or relax on the toilet seat, whichever makes you comfortable enough. Bottom line is to not be tense. Gradually stick your fingers in, locate it, and pull it out easily. Number 3, tampons cause toxic shock and or that they carry a lot of diseases. Well, tampons are associated with toxic shock, but you will have to have looked for its trouble. How do I mean? A rule to observe with tampons: do not wear for more than 8 hours. Take it out. If you suddenly start feeling disoriented, severe headaches, check immediately to be sure you have not overused your tampon or that you have not forgotten to take it out. And yes, people forget. Number 4, you have to change your tampons all the time. Some will say every time you urinate. No. Remember that the tampon isn't inserted into the pee hole. It is in a separate compartment. If you're having a heavy period, changing your tampon every 4 hours. Wetness, just like with pads, tells you that the tampon is no longer absorbing blood. Number 5, you cannot wear tampons overnight. Sure you can, if you sleep less than 8 hours. So now that we have dispelled most misconceptions about tampons, can we please stop making them the enemy? Because from a woman's first period, she can start using tampons. Tampons are very easy to use. Know the holes down there. This is the first step. You do not want to insert wrongly. This is painful and uncomfortable. So if you are in pain, you probably didn't insert right. Number 2, unlike a pad, you should not insert a tampon preemptively. That is, don't stick it in there if you aren't dripping yet. It's super uncomfortable and painful. Number 3, wash your hands before each use so you do not infect yourself with anything. And also wash your hands afterwards. This is a must for all our sakes. Number 4, yes, you can swim, wear your tongue, ride your horse, or whatever you want to do when you are wearing your tampon. This is one superior advantage tampons have over pads. Have I mentioned that you can carry them without anyone noticing? Know that your period is not something to be ashamed of, but then that is up to you. How to choose the right tampon for you? Well, here are a few rules. Number one, try good brands like Tampons. And no, they aren't paying us for this information, but they have soft, rounded tips for you. Some brands like OB are found to be a lot harder on the skin. Another preference you may want is a tampon with an applicator. This stem right here is called an applicator. An applicator helps you push the tampon up the vagina, and you know it is in place when the applicator gets to its end, like here, remaining the string. Then you can take out the applicator. A brand like OB might not come with an applicator, so check on that if you prefer using applicators. Number three, if you have heavy periods, first try the normal range so you get comfortable enough to go for the super. Okay? So, how do you dispose your tampons? Let me introduce you. This is very important because you do not want to flush tampons down the toilet. They can get stuck in there and we do not want that. Invest in these small nylon bags. Tie your tampons in and throw into the dustbin. Next, breathe, relax, and enjoy your tampons. Thank you very much.